Listen, now, Nick Hammond and his team are off on their heritage tour, and we're sticking with the theme of road tripping as they are. It's time to talk about money and, of course, petrol, which chows a lot of our money. I won't be the first person to point out how exuberant the petrol prices have been, but I do want to open a conversation to you at home and to us here about how do we cope when it comes to doing things a little bit differently as a result of the petrol prices that are constantly changing in an upward trajectory. So think about this. I mean, how often do you drive, and have you noticed a massive increase in your petrol spend every month as a result of this, guys?
Yeah, it's increased quite a lot. I mean, you know, when you work in different locations, you are forced to commute in various different directions. So naturally, your petrol, because you spend more time in the car, your petrol price and budget just.
And you gotta beat the engine, hey?
But she's good on petrol.
Yeah?
She's quite good on petrol, which I'm quite happy about. But I learned the trick is to actually, when you fill up, make sure you check your tire pressure, because if your car operates at its optimal tire pressure, it will use less fuel.
Yeah. I always,
just
whenever I get asked, like, oil and tires, I'm like, no, is it grand? And then just
check the tires. Just make sure they're at their optimal pressure, and then your car will work at its best and use less fuel.
Okay. What about you, Phil?
Hey, dropping bombs here. It's like that. I'll make sure that if I have a meeting, I'll make sure it's online. Because then you don't have to drive to it. I mean, I miss people, don't get me wrong, but given the petrol price, it kind of gave us that old school COVID feeling where let me go into Zoom or Teams and have the meetings there. So today, after the show, I got 3 meetings on Zoom.
There we go. Okay.
Instead of going to town and then that place and that place. So that's the vibe over there. You're driving. How has it been going?
I immediately go on eco mode.
Okay, good.
I drive, so it's actually part of the routine. Get in, start the engine, eco mode.
Yes.
And then I cruise a lot. So because a lot of the trips that I do from this side of the mountain to town involve a bit of uphill and then a lot of downhill. So I let the road take me. I let gravity do the thing.
Oh,
that's perfect.
That's a
and also I find going onto cruise control and kind of regulating the speed, keeping it consistent or constant, does really help with the consumption of petrol. Yeah.
The pulse.
So the other question we have for you is, are you intentionally driving less frequently or finding other ways of getting around?
Oh, I found other ways, except no linksvoor. I'm a passenger. I'm now a passenger. Not in my car.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I've been trying to make sure that my home is the entertainment destination.
That's
people come to you.
So people can come to me. If you want to come to me, I'll sort you out. But I want to make sure that my space is comfortable. So I can do my meetings there, but have the separation where I can chill with the fam, a bit of a braaitjie, a bit of a good movie with some good sound for that movie. So I'm trying to make sure that my own space has enough entertainment for me to stay in that little spot.
Fair enough, fair enough. I do find I do drive less frequently. I'm more intentional about it. Like if I'm going somewhere, I've got to be going for a reason. It's not just okay, well, let's go for a drive because I like it. But I miss those kind of drives in the morning. So, a question to you now: has the petrol increase forced any lifestyle changes in your day-to-day life? Maybe less joy drives, as we're talking about, less ad hoc shopping, some things like that.
Oh, I've been very intentional not to actually buy things I don't need. I think, you know, with the interest rate going up, so everything has gone up from your bond repayments to your house to your fuel. Luxuries like buying a new dress has become far and few in between.
Okay.
I'm thinking
you're really disciplined with the money.
So she's only down to 5,000 dresses now. It's really a bad time for her. So just.
I've downscaled a lot.
Wow, okay.
I've downscaled a lot.
So what's downscaling a lot in your books?
Well, when you're living with someone, you have to give them 50% of the cupboard space, so I had to downscale a lot.
Okay, all right, I get it, that makes sense. And I'm sure that, there have been a lot of changes that we've all had to adapt to. But of course, we can't change the price of petrol, can we? But we can choose to fill up at fuel stations where we can qualify for cashback and rewards. So, for example, Nedbank American Express cardholders can earn cashback at select fuel stations when paying with an American Express card, right? So, considering a full tank can be as high as between, let's say, 1,000 to 2,000 rands, that can work out to be a lot of cashback in your pocket.
That's right. And if you have any other tips or advice on how you are fuel efficient and how you've tried to make better money choices for your petrol consumption and even your travel spend, then please share those tips and tricks with us, and you can leave your comments on our social media pages, and we would love to see and keep this conversation going.
James is on a long overdue holiday, all because he chose to invest in an electronic Optimum Plus account.
Yes, seriously.
Be like James. Open a Nedbank Electronic Optimum Plus account and get an effective interest rate of up to 12.4%.